Today, I want to share my top 3 most unique and weird pieces of choreography as a freelance choreographer, teacher, and dancer. Number 3 is going to be a piece called Shift, which I made while I was at college. Essentially, you could break this down to being a dubstep ballet. The piece started out with classical ballet music and classical ballet choreography. That's also what really inspired the costumes for this, as well as they were hand designed for my specific piece. I really wanted it to emulate just like a stereotypical ballet performance. As the piece went on, we got a little bit more into contemporary ballet. We started kind of having these like weird little shoulder and spine movements. And then we got a little bit more into like animatronic, like ballet vibes, taking us all the way to when our dubstep music kicks in, our lighting goes crazy. We have these fun little boxes, and then we're just doing ballet to dubstep music. Moving on to number 2. This piece is called Yesterday Tomorrow, and it's another piece that I choreographed at college. The inspiration for this piece was the idea of retrofuturism, which if you don't know, like please Google retrofuturism or even retrofuturistic art. Oh my gosh. Basically, it blends a lot of the past with like futuristic technology. So think of things like the Jetsons. So about a year before I even made the piece, I was just messing around in the studio and I filmed myself improvising to what ended up being the first song in the dance. And I absolutely fell in love with it. I almost describe it as like a kind of mysterious jazz vibe. So I ended up going back to this video of improv and relearning it, and that became the full beginning of the piece. And we later bring it back in little motifs throughout the dance. The second half of the dance then kind of goes more into the futuristic realm, where I was thinking a lot of like robots, a lot of very sharp and futuristic technology, and kind of like uncanny valley style of it's almost human, but there's something off about it. Moving on to number 1. This one is called Motivational Speaker. So this is a competition routine for the studio that I work at, and it's just so fun and quirky. The music has a lot of like spliced sound effects and also vocal tracks of the perspective of a DJ. There is an underlying message, but I think the thing I love about this dance, you can look at it as just pure abstractism and just an abstract, weird, quirky little dance, or you could actually look at it and see a much deeper meaning. So I really love that it has that duality of depth. If you are interested in having similar dances or working with me as a choreographer or teacher, visit my website linked in bio.